So I know you wrote an article about this one. How did the Cavs keep from overreacting to that stretch where they just didn't play well out west?
I think that was a big deal, Dave. That was their biggest adversity that they had seen throughout the course of the season. It sounds crazy to say that because it was only a 4 game losing streak, but that shows the level of consistency that they've played at throughout the course of this year. And it shows a standard that they've set for themselves throughout the course of the year that, 4 games in a row was something that bothered them. They didn't like that they were dealing with that level of adversity. They didn't like that they were losing games in the fashion that they were losing them. But I think there was an understanding of we have already accomplished so much throughout the course of this regular season, and we are the number one team in the Eastern Conference. For us to panic over that, for us to overreact to that, that wouldn't be who we are. In the face of adversity, Kenny Atkinson always says this, in the face of adversity, you have to stay true to yourself. You have to stay true to the things that made you the team that you have become. And the Cavs have been this loose team. They've brought a fun, joyous environment. They do these things before practices and sometimes on off days where it's football games or it's pickleball or it's wiffle ball home run derby or it's just various things to kind of break from the monotony of an 82 game regular season grind. And I think Kenny Atkinson recognized during the road trip that a lot of guys were exhausted. A lot of guys just wanted to be home. A lot of guys weren't really having a lot of fun. So instead of coming off the loss against Phoenix and saying to themselves, hey, we're going to have a really long, rigorous practice. We're going to have a 20 to 30-minute film session where we just talk through all of our flaws and all of our weaknesses that have shown up during this road trip. Kenny Atkinson said, that wouldn't be us. That's not what we've done all year. That's not how we've gotten to the point that we've gotten to. And it's not to say that the Cavs don't take things seriously, and it's not to say that they don't have a business-like approach when it comes to game day. They do, but they understand how to mix in fun as well to break from all those other things that could bring you down. So instead of doing that some teams probably would do in a panic state, saying, oh my God, we've got all these flaws that are being exposed. We've got all this slippage that we're having defensively. Kenny Atkinson said, scrap that. We're not going to do that. We're going to play horse. We're going to have fun. And you saw in the final 2 games of the road trip, the Cavs having fun. You saw the smiles come back. You saw the celebrations, sometimes the over the top celebrations when they were playing against Utah and Portland. And that looked more like the Cavs. So I just think, staying true to yourself and your beliefs and what got you to the point that you had already gotten to, I think that was a very, very important moment for Kenny Atkinson.